Hello friends, welcome to Krishna's Tech Info. In this video we can see about how to configure and maintain a high availability clustering in Linux. High availability simply refers to the quality of a system to operate continuously without failure for a long period of time. The HA solutions can be implemented using a hardware or a software, and one of the common solutions to the implementing HA is clustering. So we can see about the HA clustering in this video. So cluster is made of two or more computers that work together to perform a task. In this setup we can see only one node provides the service, with the secondary node taking over if it fails. The cluster falls into the four major types, which is storage, high availability, load balancing and high performance. The storage provides a consistent file system image across the servers in its cluster, which allows the servers to simultaneously read and write to a single shared file system. And next, the high availability, which eliminates the single point of failure, and by failing over the services from one cluster node to another in case of the node goes unresponsive. And the next, load balancing, which dispatches the network service request to multiple cluster nodes to balance the requests to load among the cluster nodes. And about the high performance, to carry out the parallel or concurrent processing, which helps to improve the performance of the applications. So in this video I'm going to use two CentOS 7 machines. The first one is the node 1, which has the IP 192.168.1.22, and it has a hostname node1.ha.com. and this is the node 2, which has the IP 192.168.1.23, and this has the hostname node2.ha.com. Now let's see how to configure this high availability clustering. First you need to configure the local DNS settings on each servers. So you need to edit the host files. First you need to edit the etc host file and add both the server IPs and the host name. And here you can see I have added this 1.22 machine with the hostname node1.ha.com and added the second machine, which is 192.168.1.23, and its host name is node2.ha.com. and next you need to edit the vim etc hostname file. Here you need to add the hostname of the machine. So in node 2 you need to do the same thing. You need to edit the etc host file. Here you can see both the IPs and the host name here, and you also need to set the hostname for the machine using the etc hostname file. So I have already edited these files, node2.ha.com. so now we can see how to install the Nginx web server in both the servers. First we can install it in node 1 server. So for installing the Nginx you need to install the EPEL release package. So I'm going to install the EPEL release first and give us to download and install the packages. Next we can install the Nginx using the minstall nginx command. So give enter. Now give us to download and install the packages. Now the Nginx is successfully installed. Now we can enable the Nginx using the systemctl enable Nginx command to start on every boot. Now it is enabled. Now I'm going to start this Nginx service now. Systemctl start Nginx. Now the Nginx service is started. So next line I'm going to add an index page to this Nginx configuration. So going to create a default page for this node 1 and add it to this index.html. Now you can see it will be added to the index.html file now. Now I'm using the second server, which is the node 2. In node 2 now we can install the Nginx and do the same process here. So I'm going to first install the EPEL release. Now the EPEL release package is installed. Next we can install the Nginx. Now give us to download and install the packages. Now the Nginx package is successfully installed. Now we can enable the Nginx using the systemctl enable command to start on every boot. And now we can start the Nginx service now. Now it is started. Next we can add this default page to the index.html. So I'm going to add this default page content to the index.html file. Now it is added. Now we have set up the Nginx server on both the node servers. So next we can see how to install and configure the CoroSync and PaceMaker. So we can install the CoroSync PaceMaker using the minstall command. These are the packages which will be used for the high availability. Now give us to download and install the packages. Now the packages are successfully installed in node 1, so we can do the same in the node 2. I'm going to install the CoroSync, PaceMaker and PCS package in node 2 server and give enter. Now give us to download and install the packages. Now the packages are installed in both the servers. Now we can start the service now using the systemctl enable command. Systemctl enable PCST. Now it is enabled to start on every boot. Now we can run this command in node server 1. Now it is enabled. Now it is enabled in both the servers. We can run the start command on both the servers as well. Systemctl start PCST. Systemctl start PCST. Now the services are started on both the node servers. Next we can create a cluster. So during the installation, the system user called HA cluster will be created. So we need to set the password for the HA cluster user. So we can run the password HA cluster command in node 1 now. Password HA cluster. Now set the password for this user. Now the password is set. Now we need to set up the authentication that is needed for PCS. So we can run it and can run this on any one of the servers. So I am going to set it up in node 1 server using the PCS cluster command. PCS cluster authentication and the hostname of node 1 and then the hostname of node 2 -u the username and the username and the password -force. Now we can set the password in the node 2 server. So password HA cluster. Now the password is set. Now we can run the authentication that is needed for PCS. Now we can see the message in both the node servers are authorized. Now we can create a cluster and populate it with some nodes. Now we can run this PCS cluster setup to create a new cluster. PCS cluster setup. If a name, the name of the cluster is new cluster, and you need to provide the host name of both the servers. Now give enter. Now we can see the success message of the cluster creation. Now it is successfully created, and now we can enable the cluster on boot and start the service. So we can run the PCS cluster enable all command to enable it first. This will start the cluster on every boot. Now you can see both the clusters nodes are enabled. Now we can start the cluster using the PCS cluster start -all. Now we can see it started. Starting cluster CoroSync starting cluster PaceMaker. Next we can run the PCS status command to check the status. Now you can see the cluster name is new cluster, and now we can see a warning that is no Stoneage devices and Stoneage enabled is not false. Now we can configure the cluster option. The first option is to disable the Stoneage, which is the fencing implementation on FaceMaker. This component helps you to protect the data from being corrupted by concurrent access. For the purpose of this guide, we can disable it since we have not configured any devices. So to turn off the Stoneage, we need to run the following command, which is PCS property set Stoneage enabled is equal to false. Now it is disabled. Next, we need to ignore the quorum policy by running the below command PCS property set no quorum policy ignore. Now it is ignored. Now it is disabled. So after setting this option, we can run the property list command to check the above options is successfully configured or not. You can run the PCS property list command. Now we can see the no quorum policy is ignored and Stoneage enabled is false. So next we can add a resource or cluster service. So next we need to configure a floating IP, which is the IP address which can be instantly moved from one server to another within the same network. The floating IP will be used to support the failover in high availability cluster. So the floating IPs are not just for failover situation, they have few other use cases. So we need to configure the cluster in such a way that only one member of the cluster owns or responds to the floating IP at the given time. So we can add the two cluster resources, the floating IP address resource called floating IP and the resource for the Nginx web server called HTTP server. So first we can add the floating IP using the command PCS resource create floating IP heartbeat IP address 2 and the IP address and CIDR netmask 24 and monitor interval is 60 seconds. Now it is created. The floating IP is the name of the service and the OCF heartbeat IP address tells the pacemaker which script to use, that is IP address 2, which namespace it is in pacemaker and what standard it confirms to OCF, and the op monitor interval 60 seconds instructs the pacemaker to check the health check of the service every 1 minute by calling the agent's monitor action. So next we can add the second resource called HTTP server, which is the resource agent for the service OCF heartbeat Nginx. So can create using the PCS resource create command. Now it is created. So now we can check the status of the resources now using the PCS status resources command. Now we can see both the services are started in node 1 and node 2. So now we can test the high availability now. To do that, we need to stop any one of the node servers. Now we can see both the nodes are running. Now I'm going to stop the node 1 using the PCS cluster stop node command. Now we can see it is stopped. Now we can go to the browser and access the. Now you can see I'm accessing the floating IP, which is giving the output from the node 2. And if I give the node 1 IP 1.22, it won't load because it is offline now. So we can start it and we can check the vice versa of it. Now I'm going to stop the node 2. Now node 2 is stopped. Now I'm going to check the floating IP. Now we can see it is loading from node 1 and I have stopped the node 2 now. So if I check the node 2 IP 1.23, it won't load. Now you can see the floating IP is getting the output from node 1. So the clustering configuration is successful. So in this way you can create a high availability cluster using these packages. So in this video we saw how to configure and maintain a high availability clustering in Linux. Thanks for watching this video. Post your comments and suggestions. Please share and subscribe to my channel. Press the bell button to get instant notifications on my videos. You can follow me on this Instagram ID and Facebook page. For any queries, you can reach me on this Skype ID.